Hey y'all, what's up? My name is Tom Mizzle. You watching my channel Mizzle 14, and I'm here doing a mini review of Queen Sugar Season 3 finale. I'm sorry, I am very behind with a lot of my videos because this past few weeks has been crazy. So the season finale of Queen Sugar is not gonna go by how I used to do it when I talk about seeing my scene and my reactions. I'm just gonna talk about my overall feelings about this episode and what I'm expecting to see from next season and things like that. Just to talk about the general things that I got from this episode. So it's not gonna be a full length review. It's gonna be a little reaction. Alright, this episode was great. It was a lovely, touching episode. It was a nice ending. It was a happy ending because usually a lot of season endings usually go off with like a cliffhanger and stuff, like something bad that you gotta wait to see what happened. It was nothing. It was not like that. But it leads to a questions of different things that we expecting to see for next season. So right off the bat, we got from Nova, right? She was doing a book. Her friend was talking to her and told her that yeah, this book is inspiring. It had a lot of deep things into it. It was very thought provoking. But have your family look into it. And she was like, "This is a lot of hard truth." And she said people need to hear these stories. Nova said people need to hear these stories. They need to talk about this in communities, and black communities need to talk about this. She said, "I understand that, but you playing with fire because sometimes when you exposing too much hard truth from your own within family, it will cause friction. Like it's like you publishing it for the whole world to see, and then your family has to deal with it for them. If they haven't dealt with this with themselves, how they gonna feel when the public eye reading your story and it's already out there?" So Nova took a step back on it, and then she kind of revised the title. Maybe she did some revision to the story. We don't know, but she sent it to a publisher, and then she said it. She like gave a copy of her own Vine name on it. I said, I guess it's a way to show them the story and to get their reaction. So hopefully next season we can find out after they read it how they react to Nova's story. Did she change it? Or she kept it the same? Whatever. But it seemed like Nova got a change of heart based on her nephew Micah's little speech. Now, so I appreciate Nova's willing to change things, to look at the things, and when she was taking the cards down her board, it was like a release that she's like, it's done. I finally did my all with this writing. Now Ralph Angel, he went to talk to his people some of the people in the jail cell, and it was nice because for him, he's released and he about to be finish his parole. For him to come and give his little speech of inspiration to these people who in the jail, who guess in themselves are like close to getting released or looking forward to that future. So he said when it come out, it's like it's hard, it was difficult, but you have found this purpose. And I guess that's a message what he's saying. Like everybody who been in jail and they spend years, come out of jail finding your purpose. Find what you looking for. If you got kids, make sure you stay straight for your kids. If you don't have kids and you want to rebuild your life or rebrand yourself or get a new better job or something like that, focus on that. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be on bumps around the road, but connect yourself with people who's willing to make sure you grow. And then once you have that, then you be determined to work for it. It's gonna be a struggle. It's gonna be hard. It's not gonna be easy. But for you to, instead of going back to the old habits in a negative way that could put you back in jail, focus on the positive. Find your purpose and work towards that purpose. I guess that's what mostly he was saying with this with the group. Like, you have a purpose, and he's going down and saying everyone has a purpose, everyone can make it through. We need to stick together, we need to bond, and be great. And then he got good news that his early release got approved, so he'll be free within like in a month. I'll say good, or a couple of days. So I said that was nice. So I appreciate Ralph Angel struggling, and he made it big, and he made it, and he's showing a good side example of how you get out and you do better for yourself instead of falling back. He can easily fall back to his old habits and just die old habits and go right back to jail, and he didn't want that. So that was nice for him. Now we get Charlie. Charlie is supporting her son, because Micah is put in his valley. So when they had this little preparation for the valley, he was kind of a little nervous, soft spoken, and then when he tried to set a schedule, nobody couldn't hear him. They say speak up a little louder. It's like he's kind of nervous about doing this and speaking in front of people and saying his truth. So his mother, Charlie, took over, and he felt kind of bummed out. But baby, when he went to that valley, it was okay at first. They was encouraging him to do better, to do his worst. And then he said, you know what? He spoke from the heart. He spoke his truth from the heart, and it was lovely. I kind of teared up with his speech because Micah took it there. Like, he told his truth. He revealed what happened to him. It opened people's eyes and how that this prison system is not going to help anyone. It's going to put us in statistics. It's just going to throw in people in jail. It's going to be bodies. It's not going to make money and stuff like that. So this put in this prison is not good. You should do something else to make sure. And he said by putting in prison, is tell the police officers, like the person that he did, who mutilated him, that they get a free pass to do these things to us, and it's not right. And he told his truth. He spoke to his heart. Kiki came and she supported him and his group of friends, because at first he was kind of upset that his group of friends didn't come to his pre-preparation rally. And then when it came to the rally, when he's speaking, and like close to the end of his speech, they came and they saw him speak, and they was proud of him speaking up for himself and standing up. And he's a natural born leader. So he was like, I had my parents. I had both my parents. What if I didn't have them? What would happen to me then? So it's like it gave a little eye-opening for people at the rally. And also he got coverage on YouTube. He got a lot of views, and he opened people's eyes. He said the prison system is not going to be stopped, but it gives people to talk about. It gives people a moment, a sense of purpose to fight and to speak up and not be ashamed for himself. So he should be proud. Mike, you should be proud of yourself for doing this, because it takes courage to do what you did. A lot of people don't say anything. They be silent. So a lot of courage to you, Micah, for doing that. And it seemed like you back in good terms with Kiki, and it's nice. Now, when it comes to Charlie and Romero, it seemed like that's a good guy for her. He's a really nice, good-looking guy, very into Charlie, want to build, and it seemed like a fresh breath air for Charlie to move past Davis and move on, and confide in someone who makes her laugh, who don't think about the negative things, who just make her free. And I like, that's a relationship like everybody aspiring to be and be with. Like, to have that free relationship that, yes, you gonna have your problems, but still that's somebody that you can look forward to be with, to make you laugh, make you smile, to tell stories and stuff like that. So that scene when he told about his embarrassing moment when he was in 3rd grade, how they make fun of his dancing and stuff, and she asked him to show her the dance, and he did it, and she did it, and she just laughed and just didn't think about nothing, just let her hair down. And they had that kiss, and I said that kiss brought a spark back at her. It's like, yo, this is nice. I can't wait to see what will inspire between Charlie and Romero for the next season and beyond, where they stay together. It seems like they're going to be a good couple. It seems like Romero is good for Charlie, and Charlie needs to just work with this guy and move forward. He could cook, he's nice, he's respectful, he's generous. So let's see what it would take from him. And I also want to see how the Nova book will lead to her, how family react to it. I also want to see how Michael grow from this experience. Like, if he going to continue being a leader, he continue doing things like this, push on the movement, face of his and when he revealed what happened to him, he kind of released that. Like, it's like bothering him. Like, he kind of released that out now. It's not going to bother me. You can't use that against me. It's my truth. I'm going to live with that truth, and I'm going to move on from that. And put a light on the situation about this guy and what could be done. Now, in a junction with Ralph Angel, I just want to know if his parole will be a smooth sailing or nothing will happen. Now, when the scene came when he had to pollute two officers, because they was at the rally. I said rowdy. Why am I saying rowdy? They was at the rally, and they was at his house. And of course, like crooked cops they are, they trying to mess with his parole. He would say, "Can you come to the station with us?" And he said, "What for? Do you got a warrant and everything?" He said, "I know that your parole is about to be released. I could just put you back in there and for you just throwing gum on the ground." And he said, "There's cameras around, they can see what you're going on, what you see, what you're doing." And I'm not for it. And I appreciate and congratulate Ralph Angel for not get angry, to keep it calm, to stay still, because they will find any reason to do anything to you and say that you resisted arrest or you was angry or you was crazy, their life is threatened. He kept calm. He told what he needed to say. He told them that it's cameras, they see what's going on, and it's move on your way. So I hope next season they don't mess with his parole, because it seems like they're going to be trouble. These people are trying to get Ralph Angel down, and the fact that Micah, and I guess they made that correlation that Micah, that's his nephew, Ralph Angel's nephew, that he spoke out about, guess, on one of their own, so they're trying to take down his family, so they're trying to go after Ralph Angel, because he's about to get loose, and they're trying to do anything to get him back in the system, to show an example out of him, to break him down. I'm glad that Ralph Angel didn't broke down from that. Now, Aunt Vi, she recovered back. She was sitting down with her sponsor, with the investor, about her business, and they talked about store locations, and she said it was overwhelming her because it was happening so fast. Like, she just got the offer that she was making a lot of orders of the pies, and now she got to talk about her storefront, and just like it's rapidly happening. Even though this is her dream, it's still like crazy fast for her. So he said, you know what, it's one more location that will probably put your minds at ease, and that you'll be great for. And she said, what? You sitting in here? You sitting in it? And she was like, what? High Yellow? Because the owner is selling, putting up the restaurant up for sale. And she said she shared her memories of how she was there for like 20 years ago, how she was asked for a job and gave it to her, and she made good money, and then when she got manager, she had to fight for the manager position, but now it's like crazy that it's gonna get sold. So she's thinking that this could be a spot for her, because I say this is perfect. Everybody know you, Vi. This is a great spot so you can do your business and show and make money, and show the growth and foundation is memories, and then you build that memories on top of this. So it was great, and then you already had a clientele already from you working at the restaurant, so that's nice. So later on, Hollywood blindfolded her, and they said open her eyes, and he revealed that he bought the place. When the place got sold, selling, he got reached out to the guy, he found out, and Aunt Vi said, how did you know? Like, she said, I heard, I got it. He said, the only thing is that you don't have to share. You don't have to share with the investor, you don't have to share with me. Your name is the only name, is the only deed, and you is yours. It's your baby, it's your nurture baby. You can nurture it, you can grow, you can coach it how you want to do it. It's yours, and nobody can tell you what to do. And it's like a guy like that, somebody, a partner like that, who help you realize your dream, who encourage you, who supports you 100%, is a keeper. And from there, it was like, you know what, they decided to have a little intimate wedding, a very small little wedding, and now have to be large, because that's how I feel. If I ever get married and everything, I want a freaking small, intimate wedding. I don't want any large ass wedding. I don't want it. I just want a simple family, friends, that's it. And then the reception and stuff, we can have a lot of people. There's that celebration. But the wedding itself, I just want a very intimate. And because it's more personal, it's more meaningful, it's more emotional. And I cried during that scene, because I said, oh my God, the vows they was giving each other, it was like from the heart. It wasn't written down. Even though Hollywood pull out a paper and looked like he was going to read it, he looked at it a little bit and just spoke from his heart. And that's how it was. Aunt Vi spoke to his heart. He spoke from his heart. That's what I think vows should be. I think vows should be dear to you in your heart. No piece of paper, no repeating the words. It should be your words why you married this guy or why you married this woman. So it was a nice touching scene. It was a nice little ending. It was very peaceful. Like I said, this ending was a nice peaceful ending. It was very emotional. It was happy tears. It was nice to see that season finale was a wedding and how this wedding is like bring them together. Now, I forgot. Charlie had this thing meeting with the Sam sister. I still can't trust that Sam sister at all. So Charlie was like, "We could kill two birds with one stone. We could take down your brother and stop this prison from happening." And command you, the prison vote got passed through, so they still trying to stop it happening. So she said, "If we're gonna do this," Charlie asked for her Sam's book. If he's dirty, they can show his business dealings out in the open. They probably would back down and work with him. But she said, "If I'm doing this for you, this is Sam's sister, then I need to have some shares." So Charlie said 1%, but with that 1%, you need to give back all the people who lost their farm, got evicted wrongfully for their farm houses, give it back to them. So Mr. Prosper was one of them, and it was a scene that she gave Mr. Prosper back his deed and keys to the house, and he was crying because he said he didn't want to leave. He was about to leave with his daughter, and his daughter was about to pick up with him and go to Chicago, live with his family. But he was like, she gave back the deed, and he's so happy. He need to walk around his house. This is memories. He's built years in that house. To let it go like that, that's like his family himself. And so it was nice that she did that. And then she said she want her meals back, but the lady said she want more percent shares. And I guess deal was made, so like that. And then she confronted Sam. He said, "Congratulations with this temporary setback, but you made a deal with the devil who trying to take down her own brother." And it's like, usually the devil you know is better than the devil you don't know. So it should have been okay. You should not have worked with her because you don't really know the devil like that. And you gotta watch your back. She said, "Thank you for the warning, but I'm not scared of you or your sister." And I said, that's how Charlie is. Go strong, Charlie. Show them what you mean about and what you are talking about. You're not scared and you're not intimidated. Let you do what you gotta do. And I can't wait to see next season brings and how she still laying on top and continue to push for her mill and her farmers and everything. And how if we, with this deal, if this deal passed through, and if the woman, that Sam's sister, is woman of her word, and if she's not, how Charlie would deal with that. So that was basically everything with this episode. It was really nice. Like I said, I'm not gonna go by scene. I just cover the overall scene and my emotions behind it. Like I said, I'm backed up with videos, so I need to push out the other videos as it is. So as I watch them, I'm gonna record them and put it out there for y'all. So please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. My channel is Mizzle 14. My name is Mizzle. I'll talk to y'all all later. Peace.